one question that we did take out because it was so long ago. We wanted to know if you got sick from that cupcake.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I sure do. I was in Cleveland, and my parents were there, and everybody was hanging out, and we went to some restaurant. I don't even remember where it was, somewhere in Cleveland, and yeah, that's right. We were next to the venue. Went to the venue. We were eating, and it was like serve yourself food, you know. So I went up, and I saw this one cupcake left, and I was like, oh, I got it. So I went and grabbed it, and I started eating it, and Drake was like, where'd you get that cupcake, dude? I was like, it was up there on the display, and I pointed to it. He's like, I think that's to exemplify that they have cupcakes here, and it's actually just there to show you they have cupcakes. I don't think I'd eat that. And I was like, uh-oh. Like, I had already taken a bite of it, and it was the most disgusting cupcake I had ever tasted. And so when that happened, I was like, wow, I need to spit this out immediately. But he's like, first I need to get a picture. And I was like, oh. It was really bad.
We remember
It
that
was so
very well.
Yes, we remember it very well.
Anyway, if you were stranded on an island and you could only take 3 things, what would they be? And if you could only listen to 3 songs, what would they be and why?
Oh gosh.
So you can take 3 things and 3 songs.
Okay, there's this one Guns N' Roses song called Locomotion.
Yep.
And it's a top one. That's one of them. I would also choose a Neil Young song. I think Down by the River is my favorite Neil Young song. I love Neil Young. I'm a big fan. I like that song a lot.
Yeah.
And I think for my 3rd song, if I could only listen to 3 songs. Well, I guess at that point I'd have to go with Girl Talk because he takes all of the songs and puts them into one song, so that way I'd never miss out.
And also 3 things as well.
You know Girl Talk, right? He's the mashup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the mashup DJ.
Yeah.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there.
Vaguely.
That way I wouldn't be excluded anybody. Yeah, he's cool. Actually, it's a funny story. Girl Talk and I went to elementary school together. We used to skateboard
Oh, wow.
in Pittsburgh, but I lost touch with him by the time I went to college. And then it turned out he was a musician, I guess a DJ,
Yeah.
a mashup artist. So I thought that was kind of funny.
That's so cool.
And what 3 things would you take with you as well?
Ooh, well, a guitar, duh. A guitar, camera, and a laptop, because honestly, that's what I do now every day anyway.
That's fantastic.
As long as I have those 3 things, there's really nothing else that I miss, with the exception of, driving around and getting some food and seeing some friends. Those 3 things pretty much dominate my everyday.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
What other instruments do you play apart from the guitar? And do you write your own music often?
I play guitar, I play bass, I play some piano.
Yeah.
I sing occasionally. I do play some keyboard, I do play some piano, keyboard. I say I can play intelligently in maybe 3 keys, but that's about it.
You play better. You played piano.
Pedal steel.
There was a sound check with Drake, and it was a Stray Cat song, but I can't remember which one it was. But I'm sure you played the keys.
Oh, that's right. I did
Yeah.
play some piano. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe there was some.
Was it?
there was some
It
of
was
that.
Stray Cat Strut. Stray
Okay.
Cat Strut. I'm sure it was.
Oh, must have been. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotta find that video. I've never seen it.
I'll link you later.
Okay.
I know. It's one of
Yeah, no,
it's
that's-
one of Jodie's. You met Jodie, didn't you? On
Oh, that's.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, Jodie was very sweet. I
Yeah.
remember Jodie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about Drake's fans. They're really cool. They're really cool.
We know
I don't feel
everyone.
like. Yeah, it's a small. I mean, it's a big community, but it's like a tight knit one. So.
yeah,
There's people who are in different cities and they hang out and they're cool. It's just nice to get to know people.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've been in other bands, and I just, the fans are cool, but it's
Yeah.
not like there's an ongoing thing. It's like you play the show, you hang out with them for one night, and then you go to the next place. It's
Yeah.
not an ongoing kind of conversation, and I think that's really cool about this is that there's an ongoing conversation in this world, so that's cool.
This question we wanted to ask you because sadly, I'm sure you know, there was a big Drake Bell fan called Callum Street that sadly passed away last year, and he was a real big fan of yours as well, and he wanted to know what your favourite make of guitar was. So we just wanted to add his question in.
Yeah, well, first I'll say I'm sorry to hear about his passing. For him, the answer to that question is I like guitars that they have a thinner body. I like the ability to move around with the guitar, and I find that sometimes having like a pretty thick guitar, you want to be able to, it's like a dancing partner, especially for the stage. It's like you want to be able to pick a dancing partner that you think is going to be able to be agile and move, and you want to win, right? So I have a 1964 SG Junior, a Gibson that I really. That guitar is wonderful. Sounds awesome. I also have an older Melody Maker Gibson, and both of the bodies on those guitars are maybe an inch thick.
Yeah.
They're, thin, but compared to like a Les Paul, which is 2 3/4, I think, inches thick, which is pretty thick. It's just, it's still got a lot of bark and a lot of sound and a lot of bite to it, but you really can move around and fling the thing around and swing it above your head. So I'd say those guitars have been my favorite.
Yeah.
But I've been playing James Trussart's metal guitars. They're beautiful guitars. Like, I don't know if you saw the Brian Setzer shows, any of the pictures, but I'm playing a guitar right now that is so much fun to play. The whole thing's made out of aluminum.
Yeah.
It has
it looks awesome.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And so, I've been playing those guitars and really, really, really enjoying them a lot. It has a Big D on it. It has a beautiful Ultratron pickup, arcane pickups. It's awesome. It's an awesome guitar.
Yeah. Lots of people probably don't know this, but you actually designed your own guitar. Is that something you would like to do again?
Yeah, it's fun because when you get to put in, like the creative input into your guitar, the thing that you're going to be doing, it's like race car drivers. They want to be able to customize their instrument, their guitar, their thing, and without that, it's just you're driving somebody else's creation, but you might know exactly what you want, and if you know what you want, then you have a pretty good chance of making that a reality. So for me, it's like if I could make the ultimate guitar, the ultimate car, the ultimate camera, it would be specifically tailored to the things that I like doing the most, which sometimes are the most general things. So, for example, in a camera world, it'd be awesome to be able to take great shots in low light, without any kind of noise or whatever it is from the outdoors. And I'd be able to have everything in focus. So I tend to like those lenses. So customizing the thing that you love doing, I think is real fun part. It can be also a little frustrating if you don't know what you're doing or whatever. You learn. Yeah, of course. I'd love to keep designing guitars. I will definitely keep doing that too.
Yeah.
So.
Good. Yeah. Well, this personally is mine and Teresa's very most favourite question ever. Out of the whole thing, it's one of our favourites.
And you will know why when we say it.
Yeah. Me and Teresa, well, personally want to know, what is the story with you and your red pants? And I think it's safe to say that everyone loves them.
You know what? Okay, I'll tell you the real story. My dad and I had gone to believe it or not, like a lawnmower repair place. And it was a Sears outlet, so I don't know if they have it in the UK, but they have a store called Sears. It's a department store. They've got a lot of garden and home stuff. Okay, so it's basically a big general store.
Yeah.
And he was getting a repair part for his lawnmower, and I was kind of walking around the store, and I saw these bright red pants, and they were just like glowing, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, I was like, these are cool. And it was right before the fall tour in 2011. I was like, you know what? These are pretty neat. I was like, wow, they're hilarious looking. I decided that I was going to go over there and hold them up to my waist and see if they fit, and they did, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get these pants. So when I get to the checkout counter, my dad was kind of scratching his head looking at me like, why are you buying these pants? But I knew they were going to look cool on stage.
Yeah.
So by the time we played a show, I think it was kind of near Philadelphia, my mom, and my sister, and her husband, Matt, they all came to the show, and I was wearing those pants, and my dad after that was like, you know what, those are cool pants. And I'm like, yeah, they're pretty rad, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
They are
Yeah,
awesome.
so, and you know what the funny thing is, though, is like I first bought them as like a joke, you know, but then they kept showing up. So like, the 2011, 2012, when we played with all those groups for the holiday, or,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Hollywood Christmas Parade and those Universal City Walk concerts, I kept wearing them.
Yeah.
And then last year I decided that I was going to retire them.
Oh, no.
Because the funny thing is, when my dad came to visit me, he put them on when I wasn't looking.
Yeah,
Like
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
put them on. I was joking around, and I was like, "What? You fit into these? My dad? Maybe I should expand." But then for the holiday, for the Brian Setzer show, the bass player Georgie
Yeah.
was already wearing red pants, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, I have my red pants!" So we all wind up wearing these pants. And
Oh, that's
Georgie was
so
wearing,
cool.
like, a red suit. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was
so-
really cool.
But I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because everyone's going to listen to this. But when I said to you that if you do come to the UK, I will buy some red pants especially, and I will do that, and I promise you I will.
We'll match.
Yeah,
We would
we can be twins.
Yeah.
We're actually...
We will make it happen.
If I bought some, you wear glasses, right? If I bought some
Yeah.
glasses, then I think we'd
We'll be twins.
We are planning on putting a banner up with "We love your red pants, Andy."
Oh my gosh! Well, you'd be about the only ones to do it, but I would relish in that fact. That's funny.
Yeah, we'll be awesome. But we will make it. I will buy red pants especially.
That's the story of the red pants.
Sorry, the red pants. And we love them.
We do.
But anyway, and they're not allowed to retire.
No,
I tell you,
never,
they're not.
Okay.
never ever.
Uh,